Hi folks, Tankerman here. How y'all doing? We're out here in Camp Livingston. Gonna take you a little tour of the Lost City again. This here's one that I think y'all enjoy. It's a little one I like to consider maybe lost art. Y'all see what I'm talking about. Like we've had some people down here playing around in the mud. As like last night maybe. Let's see here. We're gonna go this way here. It rained yesterday and that, going down that little incline might be slicker than I care to play with. Uh-oh. Some horse tracks. Well, can't be mindful of the horses. If anybody's out here riding, don't want to spook no horse. Yeah, looks like people been playing around in the mud here. Stop right here. They like to come out here and play in this mud and everything. Make them ruts. Had the old sewage plant. There's a containment area there, and over yonder some. But this here's the control area. Back behind it in the woods is old foundation warehouse. But this place here, first glance, oh, it's just old concrete building. You know, nothing to it. Stay tuned because I'm gonna show y'all tell you a little story about this place. Now the true part, back when I was probably 12 years old, maybe 13, there was old boy come out here with homemade pipe bombs and climb up there. We used to be able to climb up there and we would have actual bottle rocket wars out here, shoot bottle rockets at each other and stuff. Yeah, only kind of silly, but it was fun. But he climbed up there and he was throwing them pipe bombs off of the top of the building. But one of them wound up igniting early, and when it detonated, it killed him, of course, blew him smithereens. And ever since then, legend has built up through years. But long story short, supposedly this area is all haunted. Now, that being said, I coon hunt, and there's a creek runs over yonder, and there's one that enters back over yonder. And I've coon hunted all these woods all night long and everything, and out here by myself, and as you can tell, ain't no woolly booger got me yet, so here I'm too dumb that they don't want me, or Ain't nothing to it. So, but it's a crying shame, young man lost his life over doing something that we all probably done at one point or another. Well, I just hit my head. Hope that didn't mess up camera angle. But like any structure that I take you out to, please note, I did not do none of graffiti. If you see anything that offends you, please forgive me. My intent was not to offend nobody. And kids will be kids. So just note that. But back in World War II, this place here had 47,000 acres out here that they actually trained, made maneuvers out here, had war games. And POWs would work facilities like this here and the logging woods and stuff like that. They even had an internment camp where anybody with Japanese heritage was sent during the wartime. Okay. Now, over here, once again, the graffiti, people can't leave the spray cans alone, has kind of ruined it. But if you notice, if you can make it out, there's some writing right here. It used to come on down, there was some over there on one of the mud deals, but through the years it's faded and people scribbled all over it. But if you notice, there's a lady here. And right here, you barely can make it out. Right here, sleeve, the head, but you can't really make it out too good. But over here, you have them two figures. Now, legend goes that one of them German POWs actually took and did this. Now, back in World War II. Now, is there any truth to that? I do not know. I was not living then, and, you know, unless I'm standing here watching him and him telling me a story, I can't really say for sure that's what happened, but that's what the legend is. That World War II German POW drew them pictures and wrote this. This here is not English, it's actual some other language. Some says it's German. I don't know. I don't speak German, so I can't really tell you on that. But one part of the story says that he wrote a little poem for his sweetheart that was over there in Germany. Is there any truth to this story? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, but it does make a nice little story and does add to the little drama of this little area. All I know is these pictures and that writing has been here as long as I can remember. I mean, first time I came to this place, I remember seeing them pictures. Of course, they didn't have all graffiti all over them to ruin the pictures, but kids will be kids, I reckon. But one of the reasons why I started this little YouTube filming is you can tell pieces of the buildings collapsing and everything else. It's cracking up in here and all and just wagging. Fixing to fall down any time now. It's pretty solid, but through years they'll keep dropping pieces, and like this hole here, it used to be like this right here, now look at. But I look for them eventually one day coming out here, and like they did over yonder at the parking garage slash horse stables. They gonna put a fence up around it to take in where public won't be able to get in here to see this. And I'm not trying to say that they need to spend millions of dollars to salvage old ruin like this here, but with this little video, maybe I can kind of put a little saving of history out here. But one of the things that's neat about history out here that a lot of people does not know, during World War II, when Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, they had a 3-man sub, the Japanese did. Well, they wound up capturing, I don't know if all 3 or just one of the Japanese soldiers off that sub. That was the first POW of World War II. And he spent his time out here in Camp Livingston. Yeah, that's a little part of history that no one ever know, but a few. But the actual Pearl Harbor invasion, they captured the first Japanese POW, and this is where they sent him. Now here's a kicker. A lot of people will sit there and say, well, I've looked up, I can't find nothing, no pictures, nothing out here. Well, everything out here was so top secret that there's an actual picture of at the gate where they have a sign that says no photographing beyond this point. And that's why all those pictures you will see usually is what the military themselves took, and a lot of times it's just drawings. Now, I remember years ago they had an anniversary of this place, and they came out and they tried to mark all these locations that had some importance to it. And the POW camp, they don't know where it exactly was. They know it was over there by the U.S. Marshall Training Facility, but to pinpoint exactly where it was, they cannot pinpoint exactly, because everything was so top secret out here. Now, another thing, out here in Alexandria, Fort Polk, all these areas was all part of the training facility where they did the war games. George Patton and his tanks themselves actually ran these concrete roads and these gravel roads out here having war games. This is actually one of the areas that they give credit to really define what would work and what wouldn't work on D-Day, the landing of Normandy. They had Patton play war games, and they realized that yes, he did do a lot of damage, but he really did not make a lot of significant gains. So that's why they backed off on hitting him hard with tanks right off bat. They found the actual ground troops was a little bit more efficient. Now that's a little bit of history lesson, and I know it's not really no riding involved on this video, but like I said, I think it's a little story that needs to be told, that hopefully be cool if somebody out there had a loved one that was stationed out here would run across this video and put a comment that they remember their grandpa talking about this place. Tankerman. He's going to try to get out of here. But before I go, one thing you got to remember, and that's our history. Our history is what made us and defines us. Tankerman out. Y'all stay safe.